we're here to talk about our trip that we took to Florida. The first place we went was Rainbow Springs State Park. We went there with family. It was cost like $2 a person to get in. They had a swimming area. We didn't go swimming. The water was a little cool. They had beautiful gardens to walk around in. They had waterfalls there, actually. It used to be some kind of an amusement park or something, and they turned it into a state park. That's a really good place to go.
Yes.
I enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it with family.
Yes, we spent the day there, the whole day actually, and we ate. They have a little cafe there. We ate lunch there. Florida, there's a place, it's called the Ringling. If you love the circus and you love history, you have to go here. Out of all the museums that we went to, this is by far my favorite.
Mine also, and it has the most gorgeous mansion you ever saw.
Yeah. They have this museum set up. It's, of course, about the Ringling brothers. And they had these little miniatures made, and I'm going to be honest, I got so engrossed in learning all the history, because it goes back to the very beginning when it was horse and buggies and all the railroad cars and what it took to put it together and to move it. And I got so engrossed in it that I did not take a whole lot of pictures because I was just so engrossed in learning about it. It was great. And they also have another little museum and a film that gives the history of the Ringling that built this mansion and these museums, the Ringling brother, and it has a really good interactive place for children as well. And then they have a playground out on their grounds, and their estate is really good. It's like, 4 acres or something. It's pretty big. And then they have this big mansion, and you go on the tour of it costs extra. They charge like $10 just to go on a self-guided tour.
On the first floor.
On the first floor only. And if you go up to the other, it's like $40, and they have this tower, and you have to go up like 5 stories. Mom didn't think she could go up that far, so we didn't do that tour. But it's beautiful, the part that we did see, and you get to walk around outside on the grounds and everything, like I said. And they also have an art museum there that is included with the price. It's part of it was the collection that this family of Ringling had gathered during their lifetime and put it on display there, and then it has local artists as well and other artists. Mom didn't go through it. She doesn't really care about art, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really pretty, and it's included in the price. Mama just kind of give out on us a little bit. We ate lunch there as well. It was a little cafe. Cost about $10 a piece to eat there.
Has a beautiful rose garden.
Oh yeah. Well, the whole grounds is beautiful, and it's set right on the bay,
Oh yeah.
or it may be the ocean.
The
I'm not
castle
sure.
is the mansion.
Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's set right on, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And like I said, this was by far my favorite place that we visited while we were in Florida.
Yes, please visit it. And I'm just going to tell you a little tidbit. This guy died a pauper. You need to learn why he died a pauper.
Yeah. Yeah, he did, and he had $311 in his account. But yeah, it was very well worth the money and worth the visit. I gave it 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed it.
Actually,
Ernest Hemingway Museum. Now, they don't allow you to take video there, but they do allow you to take pictures. This was an interesting museum. You learn about Mr. Hemingway and his wives and his life and the kitty cats. The kitty cats are everywhere.
and they have 5 toes.
6 toes.
6 toes.
Some of them have 6 toes. And the kitty cats were in windowsills. They were on beds, but they're very well taken care of. They don't go off the property. They stay there. But I enjoyed this museum.
I did too.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
very nice
It was.
museum.
They
to go
had
into.
real nice gardens that you
Mhm.
can walk in and sit in, and
Walk through the garden.
a lot of good stories.
Very interesting.
Yes.
actually made it all the way to the top.
She had to stop a few times.
We had to stop a few times.
But we made it.
This lighthouse has a black spiral staircase in the middle of it that you go up, and that's why it's kind of steep. But this was a very interesting museum. I really liked it. You learned about this one woman that was the keeper of this lighthouse.
The history of the keepers, yeah.
Yeah, and they had to go up there like 7 times a day just to wipe the soot off the windows. And this was, back a long time ago. And then she had a very tragic life. She actually lost her husband, and then she lost all her children. But she still had some of her grandchildren. But to go through there and to learn the history of what they had to go through just to take care of the lighthouse was amazing. I mean, it's just wonderful to learn all that information you would never think of what all goes into it.
Here's a suggestion for all the older people that have problems with their knees and climbing stairs and walking. If you go up spiral stairs, when you start back down, go down backwards. It's a whole lot easier.
She did come down on backwards.
I held on, of course, but I came down backwards.
Butterfly Conservatory. I think it's on Duval Street in Key West, and it was really cool. The butterflies won't be still free to take their picture, but they're everywhere, and they have a lot of different butterflies. They also have flamingos in there, and it was very pretty. It's very nice. We really enjoyed that as well.
They are a beautiful bird.
Yeah, the flamingo. They are. They had little baby quails. Is that what it was? Little baby quails running around, and you had to be really careful not to step on them.
Oh, yeah, those little birds.
Yeah, it was little bitty. I think they were quails or something. Little baby quails.
They were tiny.
They were teeny tiny.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed that.